When the wind reaches 60-70 kilometers an hour, that drives that landfill to close and cover, and we will actually direct residential traffic inside to the doors there that are open in the middle of the building, and we unload the waste in there on a tipping floor and push it into a large solid waste baler. And what's right in front of us in the green bags is baled waste from windy days that we've had in the past couple of weeks. This landfill is a composite landfill cell. You can actually see landfill liner from a recent construction project heading up the road where the vehicles are coming in. That's a clay liner. The base liner of this landfill is a composite using a HDPE membrane as well as a compacted clay liner. We are at the public drop-off. So this facility was opened 2018. You can see that it's a grade separation, sawtooth kind of a drop-off area. We have a large assortment of waste bins, as well as some recycling bins for typical recyclables, e-waste, hazardous waste drop-off, used oil drop-off, and those sorts of things. So residents and small businesses can come here and they can do, they can sort tires, wood, metal, the whole gamut.
Team is really good, and you were able to see all the work that they have been doing at the Waste and Recycling Centre for the past, I will say, at least 10 years. For those that aren't aware of what it is we'll shift the responsibility for the collection and management of recyclables from local governments to the producers of those products who sell the products and packaging that create the need for recycling services. So currently recycling services are the responsibility in most instances of the municipality. They are operated and funded by the municipality through the, some of it through grants, but primarily through rates charged to their tax base. This shift provides producers with incentives to design products that are more durable and recyclable, so materials and components can be recovered and remain in the economy for as long as possible. And keeping items out of landfills, recycling, and reinvesting them into other areas. Next slide.
So the Peace Regional Waste Management Company initiated this waste energy pilot project with us in 2020. ART reached out to our company, an Alberta-based company called Biomass Energy Techniques, to explore our technology as a potentially viable solution with scalable units from individual sized models through commercial and up to industrial sizes already in production. We did not have any applications specifically for waste to energy at that time. We had about 120 units in operation and had done significant testing using our technology designed for woody waste to energy, and we're excited to explore these next steps. The first step in this journey was to identify how big the problem really is. Nationally, waste production trends are disturbing. This system is a BET 49S with a couple of unique features. It has an extended gasification chamber to allow longer retention time of the gases that may result from various landfill waste streams. The detached boiler would be used to heat the buildings, but also could be bypassed when the heat was not necessary, in the summer months or warmer winter days. The initial installation took 2 days as we navigated around the best ways to install such heavy equipment with limited lifting capacity inside the building. And by the time all the other components were installed and the heat was circulating to the buildings, we were into February of 2021. In addition to the BET 49S, there's a couple of key components that were needed in this application. So on your right, this is a ComBox walking floor. The ComBox automatically feeds the mixed waste stream into the BET49S. The controls are completely integrated with the main PLC of the unit. Feedstock is fed in with a loader or skid steer and processed down to a consistency that will allow the feedstock to flow uniformly into our system. Some feedstocks may require multiple passes through the shredder, and then just recently a magnet was added to reduce the amount of metals in the feedstock, which does have a detrimental impact on performance. The BET49S has the detached boiler, which feeds into a boiler manifold.
The Alberta Program Coordinator with Clean Farms. So I'm supposed to try and run and operate the programs in Alberta for all our egg plastic and support them, set up the new pilot programs to get running. I don't know if Chris works for me or if I work for him because I'm here so frequently. As you said, there's a couple things here. So grain bags and then the new pilot project we're working on with silage plastic and bale wrap. And I'm standing on a bale of twine, which is ready to go to a recycler. All around you, what you smell is silage plastic. So those that aren't from a farming background, silage plastic is this black and white stuff. It covers a silage pit, feed pit for cattle, either cow-calf operations, dairies, or feedlot. Typically a bunker, which is just like any bunker you guys have in your facilities for tires or any other material, except you stick feed in it and then cover it with this black and white 8 to 12 mil polyplastic. Sometimes there's a clear film liner under it.
So today I'm going to talk to you about the Code of Practice for Hydrovac Facilities, as Tom mentioned. So here's my agenda for today. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on the process that the department went through, and then I'm going to talk about some key elements of the code, and then I'm also going to talk about some changes that we made to the waste control regulation. And then I'm going to leave some time at the end of the presentation, so there will be lots of time for questions. Educating the industry about what they could and could not do with hydrovac waste. And then in 2019, we developed a working group to develop some guidelines around how people should receive hydrovac waste, what were things to watch for. And then in about mid-2019, we used some of the guideline stuff that we were working on to form the basis of a code. And then we released a code in December 2020, and then another revised code in 2021. And then the final version was approved through regulation in December 2021.
I'm just going to give you a brief update on what's happening corporately. Again, I'm going to show you our new logo. I call it our new logo, but it's a future without waste. And it's kind of important because if you take a look at a lot of the organizations right now, they're starting to upgrade and look at things differently.
We have been funding municipalities up to $30,000 to put this at the base of your playgrounds. Again, it's far superior than P-rock, wood chips, sand, less maintenance. And